Morning everybody, welcome back to Farming Boise. Morning everybody, so it is now Wednesday morning. We're just down here on the new ground that the estate bought a couple of years ago, and this was into oilseed rape, so it's been gone over once with the Kockerling, and just to get the chat on all the oilseed rape, the shed itself, and now we're going over it again. So the other day we had some sewage cake spread on here by ACS. For you guys out there that don't know what sewage cake is treated human feces. It's out of a sewage plant, and they, in this particular instance, these guys, they heat it up with lime, they cook it. It's kept at a constant temperature, I think of 60 odd degrees, I think it is, for so many weeks or days to kill all the bad bacteria, and then brought out onto farm, stockpiled. As soon as the crops are off, it's spread. So we used to deal with another company from further afield because it wasn't available in our area at the time. They were fully booked with all their clients. And they used to actually put theirs through a machine that used to heat it up like an anaerobic digester. So yeah, this has had sewage cake on it. We're going over it with the Kockerling, and this will be drilled. I'm hoping to come out here and drill this hopefully this weekend. If I'm lucky, I should get all this area done down here in the next day or so. So I could be down here Friday, hopefully, to start it, which will be nice. So we have still got a little bit of harvest to do. We've got a little bit of spring linseed, not very much, about 30 hectares, and yeah, we're struggling. We're not getting the sun that we want to cut it, because you need a good bit of sun on it really to get a good crispy plant. And yeah, we're not getting it. It's damp mornings, damp nights, and it just doesn't seem to want to ripen. So we're gonna have another go, I think possibly tomorrow. We had a bit of rain yesterday. I don't know what we had. I think we had about 40 mil of rain, and yeah, we've had a few showers. I think overnight we might have had a little bit more, but not very much. So the soil conditions are lovely. They're lovely and moist, so the wheat that we're going to drill is going to get away nicely, but the linseed is just, yeah, it's just damp. So we're going to have another go at that hopefully tomorrow. Should get most of that done tomorrow, definitely finish Friday, so that will definitely be the end of harvest, and we can concentrate on groundwork then. Start of the shooting season here is Monday, so they're having Ladies' Day on Monday, so that'll be kicking off. And yeah, we'll just keep rattling on with the cultivations and the drilling, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather will stay fair, and we will get it all done. I'm hoping this year not to do any conventional stuff, so I don't mind bringing the power drill out, but if we could just get on with the Sprinter and get it all done min-till, then that will be lovely. everybody, it's now Thursday morning. We cut some linseed yesterday. We stayed up here till about 8:30 last night, putting it through, and now I've just got up here first thing this morning. Going to start it going through again, so we'll get the old girl fired up and see how we go. It's a bit gloomy out there today. There's a bit of fog out there, so I don't think it's going to be an early start. Let's get her fired up. First things first, fan. Goes, everything's coming on now. This is the clean grain from the dryer. That's been through the dryer. And the one going down this pipe here is the dryer feed elevator. So this is the excess runoff. So there's not a lot in the bin. We just want to catch up today so that we're ahead of the game for later. Morning everybody, it's Saturday morning, it's 10 o'clock. Saturday the 18th of September. So we are now on the Sprinter and we are drilling illicit wheat at 180 kilos per hectare. This was rape ground last year, so we knocked this over earlier this week. I don't think I showed any footage of this field, but I've got about 100, just over 100 acres ready to go. So for some reason there's a piston on the floor over there. Yeah, so I got about 100 acres ready to go, and started drilling it yesterday. So it's going pretty well actually. It's going all right. We're going to jump out in a moment, just check seed depth out here, because this ground out here is a little bit harder than where we were previously. It was all chalky down in the new ground down there, so it's a bit flintier here. Goes into a little bit of clay cap with a little bit of chalk up over the top of the brow there, so it's pretty soft. But we just get out, we just make sure that the seed depth's all right, and just see what she's doing. So as you can see, this ground here is quite flinty too, so yeah, we got some seed there. That's about 1.5 inches down, I would have said, roughly. It's about that. So that should be perfect. So in the field up there on the bank, I don't know if you can see it from here, in the last video when I was drilling the oilseed rape, that was one of the fields. So we got the stony field, the flinty field, War Hill, behind those trees over there, and that's War Hill Cottage. So the rape's greening up lovely out there. It's looking pretty good. Could do with a bit more moisture on it now. I think it's just starting to take up that fertilizer that we put into the seed bed, so that's gonna really kick-start it and get it going. And yeah, it's if we can keep it alive all through the winter, keep the slugs, pigeons, partridges and pheasants off of it, it's not looking too bad. Flea beetle pressures this year haven't been as bad as previous years, so at the moment we sprayed it once with an insecticide to try and control small populations of flea beetle, but it hasn't been too bad at all. So fingers crossed, if we can get another few weeks out the way, they should sort of start to hibernate, and that pressure should be gone. So I don't know if I've said, but we've got a new combine coming. We've had some demos over the summer which I haven't shown anybody. I wanted to keep it a bit quiet up until now, but yeah, the estate's decided to buy a new combine, and it will be here in the next 2 weeks. So we have literally yesterday finished cutting linseed, our spring linseed, which was an absolute nightmare because for some reason, I don't know whether it was variety or what it was, but we sprayed it 3 weeks ago, nearly 4 weeks ago actually, in fact, and it just would not thrash. The balls were coming through the concave, they were making it all through. It's as tight as we could have it, the wind was as low as we could have it, and it was either going over the back or it wasn't thrashing. So we got a new combine coming anyway, not because of that, but because we've decided at 4 years this one's due to go. We used to have it on a 3-year turnaround to keep the combine in warranty, but now it's 4 years old. To be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with it, but we just like to keep things in warranty just in case something major goes wrong, you know that it's covered. So I will do a video when it arrives and show you the new combine, so that's quite exciting. Only one other person other than the estate know what's coming, and that's Andy from A Farming Life for Me, just because we were chatting when he had the new Holland combine on demo, so he knows exactly what we've got coming. Yeah, when it arrives, we'll do a little bit of a walk around and have a look at her. That's going to be about it for today, so thanks for watching, and join me next time.